Chapter 17. The Seduction of Pessimism. Optimism sounds like a sales pitch. Pessimism sounds like someone trying to help you. For reasons I have never understood, people like to hear that the world is going to hell. Historian Deirdre McCloskey. Optimism is the best bet for people because the world tends to get better for most people most of the time. But pessimism holds a special place in our hearts. Pessimism isn't just more common than optimism, it also sounds smarter. It's intellectually captivating and it's paid more attention than optimism, which is often viewed as being oblivious to risk. Before we go further, we should define what optimism is. Real optimists don't believe that everything will be great. That's complacency. Optimism is a belief that the odds of a good outcome are in your favor over time, even when there will be setbacks along the way. The simple idea that most people wake up in the morning trying to make things a little better and more productive than wake up looking to cause trouble is the foundation of optimism. It's not complicated, it's not guaranteed either. It's just the most reasonable bet for most people, most of the time. The late statistician Hans Rosling put it differently: I'm not an optimist, I'm a very serious possibilist. Now we can discuss optimism's more compelling sibling, pessimism. December 29th, 2008. The worst year for the worst year for the economy in modern history is about to close. Stock markets around the world had collapsed. The global financial system was on day-to-day life support. Unemployment was surging. As things looked like they couldn't get worse, the Wall Street Journal published a story arguing that we hadn't seen anything yet. It ran a front-page article on the outlook of a Russian professor named Igor Panarin, whose economic views rivaled the flair of science fiction writers. The journal wrote, around the end of June 2010 or early July, Panarin says the US will break into six pieces. With Alaska reverting to Russia control, California will form the nucleus of what he calls the Californian Republic and will be part of China or under Chinese influence. Texas will be the heart of the Texas Republic, a cluster made of states that will go to Mexico or fall under Mexican influence. Washington DC and New York will be part of an Atlantic America that may join the European Union. Canada will grab a group of northern states Professor Panarin calls the Central North American Republic. Hawaii, he suggests, will be a protectorate of Japan or China, and Alaska will be subsumed into Russia. This was not the ramblings of a backroom blog or tinfoil hat newsletter. This was on the front page of the most prestigious financial newspaper in the world. It's fine to be pessimistic about the economy. It's even okay to be apocalyptic. History is full of examples of countries experiencing not just recessions but disintegrations. The interesting thing about Panarin type stories is that they're polar opposite. Forecasts of outrageous optimism are rarely taken as seriously as prophets of doom. Take Japan in the late 1940s. The nation was gutted by defeat from World War II in every way: economically, industrially, culturally, socially. A brutal winter in 1946 caused a famine that limited food to less than 800 calories per person per day. Imagine if a Japanese academic had written a newspaper article during this time that said, "Chin up everyone, within a lifetime our economy will grow to almost 15 times the size it was before the end of the war. Our life expectancy will nearly double. Our stock market will produce returns like any country in history has rarely seen. We will go more than 40 years without ever seeing unemployment top 6%. We will become a world leader in electronic innovation and corporate managerial systems. Long before we will be so rich that we will own some of the most prized real estate in United States. Americans, by the way, will be our closest ally and will try to copy our economic insights. They would have been summarily laughed out of the room and asked to seek medical evaluation."